A Jack Daniels swilling, pizza eating, dog hating, whore using, cocaine abusing, hairy back, big belly blowhard from New Jersey. The fat little bastard known as Artie Lang.
Artie Quitter Podcast. We're gonna make this. We name all the podcasts. This one's gonna call Geno Lies About His Hair. Ryan Reese, Gino Bisconte, Dan Filata behind the dish, an all-star team. Every Geno, the tangent I get off of the Geno stuff, he gets here and immediately he says something that is aggravating.
What did I say?
You said you've had Broncos on the under. That's what you fucking said.
Yeah. And 3,000 people watched the
Wow.
Why don't you listen to that? But like I said, I was overdue.
Wow.
I was 2-7
That's
going.
That's one of my gigs.
I was 2-7 going.
2004. What?
In the postseason, I had a 2-7 record. I was struggling, so I needed that big finish for my bettors.
I'm right here.
Okay.
You're yelling.
That's my inside voice.
You're excited.
The hair dye makes me louder.
Put on your
why don't we do a whole show with just the inside voice?
I don't know how to talk inside. I'm very enthusiastic.
Just shut up.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is.
If you hear yourself for an hour, I bet you'll understand what I'm talking about.
I don't listen to me. I turn myself off.
You'll start going out of nowhere. Shut the fuck up.
I've done that. You ever watch like clips of your videos? You're like, I'm sick of this.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Okay.
You watch clips of your video?
When I edit the football videos, I'm like, I'm done. Just put it whatever.
So that's 2001.
Yes.
So you were 2-7. You had to make up, right?
I still finished the year at 55% against the spread, which is winning. It's
Do you have
not
the
my best
audio?
year.
Do you want to watch one of Geno's videos? I have the video.
It's
right
long.
It's
long.
We have the ability to stop it whenever we want.
But don't start. But the Super Bowl video, like I do it every year. It's my 8th season.
I just want to hear the joke, how it plays. Is the audio good?
But you don't want to start from the beginning because I do the grinds my gears and I do the coin toss.
Gino,
pick,
I'm going to need you to stop talking.
Okay.
Should I play the weekend?
Let's just talk for. I mean, that's a good idea, but the instincts are great. But we'll go to it later. I don't want to get involved in the vortex.
I can cue it up to the Broncos pick, which is what he would.
That would be
want to
very helpful.
Okay.
I just want you talking. When do you tell the joke? What is the joke for the Broncos?
The joke was, I know that Cam Newton has had an explosive year, and he's put balls in the hands of more young men at Ericsson Stadium than Michael Jackson ever did at the Neverland Ranch.
Okay, so you have the balls to call him gay.
Right. No. I called Michael Jackson gay. I just said he put balls in young men's hands, but I said...
What does that mean?
When he scored a touchdown, he would run into... He scored a ton of touchdowns. So
but the double entendre of balls in hand.
Of course.
Okay.
And I said...
So what's that referring to?
I said... It's just referring to the fact that they've had a high-powered
offense.
offense.
Do you know there's a rumor about him?
Yes, he's flimsy.
So there's nothing... That's got nothing to do with the balls in the hand joke.
Did you see one of your listeners put a picture of him at the game wearing when he got there off the plane in those yellow pants? And this guy is flimsy.
He's flimsy. Jim Brown said it. The greatest running back ever said it.
So I said...
To Kate Upton.
So that was referring to how high-powered the offense of the Panthers have been. And I said, and I also know
Nothing to do with the game.
I also know that people are rumored to be saying that this is Peyton Manning's last game as an NFL quarterback. But I said, if you follow the NFL, you know that Peyton Manning's last game as an actual quarterback.
Do you cut any words in a joke? Do you? It's a little... It's got some fat.
Artie, we can do this over and over again. It's too late for you.
Look how mad he gets.
I don't get mad.
I'm not mad. I'm busting balls.
Yeah, but I'm very pleased with the joke I had.
Are you okay? Well, maybe the setup isn't long enough. So now we're on Peyton Manning in the same joke.
Again, I'm sorry.
But okay, go ahead. I love you for taking the risk of blatantly calling him gay.
It's on YouTube with 3,000 views. It's not on NBC, but I love that you think I'm taking a risk. I'm saying thank you.
Well, it is now. Go ahead.
And then I said...
You're basically talking to the Huffington Post.
And then I said, and I know everyone's saying Peyton Manning hasn't been an NFL quarterback. I said it's going to be his last game as an NFL quarterback, but he actually played his last game as a quarterback a year and a half ago. Since then, he's been a knuckleball pitcher.
Okay.
And I said the only quarterback that's been harder to catch the last 3 years of his career, Ryan Leaf. Right. And then I showed a picture of him in prison.
What about cutting knuckleball? Go right to Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, I didn't get the knuckleball reference.
So if you're
that's the Bohemian Rhapsody of jokes.
No, but it's not. But you're looking at it
you
like
need a young Springsteen with Blinded by the Light.
But do you understand? It's not.
Ryan Leaf.
It's not just a joke. It's like it's got football analysis built into it.
Do people write that joke and call up and say that was funny? I mean, they give you. I mean, people use it on Twitter. That's why they go on. I love.
No, I don't use it for Twitter.
What's the Ryan Leaf was a bust. I mean, that's the.
Ryan Leaf was a bust, but by the end of his career, remember he was breaking into people's houses to steal prescription meds.
He was.
He fled the country. He was in Canada. They arrested him at the border.
Yeah.
dude,
That's a shame.
So I went in. So
He got drafted before everybody, right? He was number 1.
No, he was number 2 behind Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning.
And the Chargers drafted him, and the most embarrassing part of it was the Chargers traded up for the pick. You know what number pick they had in that draft? 3.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals bluffed them into trading all this shit up. They traded a number 1 for the next 2 years.
Right.
To get Ryan Leaf.
Now, what point do you buy the Chargers holder for your phone? What year do you do that?
That one I just got like 2 years. I keep updating.
Do you have the
with
Chargers sweatshirt?
But my point with the joke was, and this is going to build into the.
Is the joke done?
No.
No.
It's not? No, it's not.
No, because it's not just about the joke.
Because I want Ryan to give his tag.
Okay, thank you. And he's going to need time for it because he knows nothing about football.
This joke's got more characters than the Game of Thrones.
But you do understand it's not. I know you think it's just jokes.
No, I don't think it's just jokes.
It's football insight and analysis.
Well,
so
it's not football insight. If you're 2-7, it's not.
Yeah, but on the year, Daddy's well over 50%.
Okay, right.
So his gamblers made money.
Again, for new listeners, he's
and Daddy was 80% on Thursday Night Football. So you always had money to start the week.
Okay.
So my point is,
We all know how important that is.
So if you're with me and the jokes, I pointed out the high-powered offense everyone was focused on for the Panthers, and I pointed out that everyone thought Peyton Manning was done as a quarterback. I said, but if you pay attention,
Jesus Christ.
the number 1 defense.
Is this another joke now?
No, this is just the pick. The number 1 defense is a Super Bowl team.
Your talk show, your monologue would be 3 hours if you had a talk show.
That's why it's a football video.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
And I said, but the number 1 defense in the NFL always does well. And I said, the Panthers haven't faced anything like this. I said, take the friggin' Broncos and the points.
I'm just going to do this. Keep talking.
That was the point.
I'm just trying to break my own neck.
You asked me what that was the video.
You know what? Again, I did ask.
But again, if you're sitting there watching it's a 5-minute video, it had 5 picks. Can
I request that the answer stops now or no?
Yes, that's the answer.
No, but again, so I'm not gonna get. You're dude. Broncos and fucking under. God bless you.
Yeah, but I mean,
I thought the Panthers were gonna fucking kill him. You know the sentence that caused me to sell my Range Rover? Here it is. Bobo, this is salami for 37. Give me 30 dimes on the Panthers laying 6. Now cut to Dan vacuuming my Range Rover to show it.
and since the 85 Bears,
You got more than that?
No, I'm going to ask you a question now. Since the 85 Bears.
Do you mind if I'm hostile with this?
You've been the whole time. Why stop now? The 8 teams.
That's a terrible thing to say.
I dye my hair. The 8 teams.
What is this, the Artie Lang show?
With the number 1 defense that made the Super Bowl won 7 out of 8 times.
Say it again?
When the number 1 defense in the NFL.
Can I guess your occupation?
Makes the Super Bowl.
Number 1 defense makes the Super Bowl.
They have flat out won, not beat.
Okay,
the spread,
right. Okay,
flat out won.
Right. Okay.
The only one team has ever lost with the number 1 defense.
With the number 1 defense.
Okay, and it's recent. Do you know who it was?
I don't know. The Patriots, Giants.
Seattle last year on that fluke. So it should be 8.
Well, they threw again. The Pete Carroll thing. You can't even talk about it enough.
Exactly.
He had 3 chances. The Marshall went to, was it Marshall?
Marshall.
Right? Yeah.
He retired.
Yeah, he's
yesterday.
I hate that name. Why can't black people just say Marshall? They were a D. They were a D to something or a K or what's it? Lavernius. What the fuck is that?
Coles.
That's a great name.
Yeah, and it's not even spelled that
way. For Pat Summerall. Pat Summerall missed that. Lavernius Coles. Some guy you just want to hear say names. Pat Summerall saying Lavernius Coles. I would come to that.
Again.
2nd and 5. Dumped by Lavernius Coles. Was he a defensive guy?
Receiver.
He was?
Wasn't he?
Yeah. No. Was he was a Florida State guy, I know that.
Lavernius Coles
I was in rehab
Santana Moss.
I was in rehab with a Florida State linebacker. He said he was an asshole.
Coles and Moss
So there's a fucking bulletin.
For Chad Pennington, I believe.
Lavernius was an asshole?
I believe...
Lavernius and Shirley.
I think his name is spelled...
Lavernius and Shirley.
How do you spell his name?
Hassenpfeffer Incorporated. We're gonna do... Fred Willard.
Shamil.
Shamiz. Shaquina. Shaquina. Hassenpfeffer Incorporated. What, are you offended by the racism? Like, you got to hear Geno when he gets in here. It's like a Tarantino.
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
like watching my Uncle Sonny watch a Knick game you got to bet on. Jesus Christ.
Derek Fisher got fired.
Okay, great. Is that the end of your news part of
That's just today. It's topic.
Derek Fisher. God, what do I give a fuck?
I'm just trying to be topic.
What, the Laker guy?
Yeah, but he was the
We
Knicks
switched
coach.
to basketball?
He was the Knicks coach.
I want a Derek Fisher joke by tomorrow. Okay, here's it. Derek Fisher gets traded for the... I'm not done yet. Okay.
You know, when you're...
But where do you pause for the laugh? Like, where's the first laugh is on... The last laugh is Ryan Leaf. The first laugh is on what? What's the first laugh in that joke?
The Peyton Manning. Oh, the more bowls, hands him Erickson.
Right. Okay. Now, so you're not afraid of? Well, I guess that's an indication that you really got something going on. I learned that from Howard because he was afraid of lawsuits. If they don't sue, there's something going on. Travolta doesn't sue.
Yeah.
Because if he does,
then
whoever
everything goes into
48 masseuses are going to come out.
Yeah.
Named Chad, looking for a walk-on the next fucking Scientology film. Yeah. Battlefield Earth. So, but some people are litigious. I mean, but listen, the way he sat there and pouted.
Yeah.
The look on his fucking face. He's not gay. He's a broad. He's Caitlyn goddamn Jenner. He had the exact look on his face when you tell a chick, no, we can't go to Noble. We got to go to. What? Fuck you.
Yeah. It was disappointing.
This year I'm a little tight. We're not going to Miami. We're going to go to Wildwood. That's the look Cam Newton had. When you tell a fucking whore, you're not going to South Beach. You're going to Wildwood, New Jersey. Huh? The look Aunt Olga has when Geno has to sleep at her house.
It's a common look.
He was pouting. What's the matter, honey? What's the matter? You want to go to Nobu? Go. Go. Maybe you'll meet Anthony Mason there. Dead. What, do you think Anthony Mason fucked a chick I liked? No, did I say that? No, listen. He's just pouting. He's pouting. He said, people are asking him questions. That's part of the fun. That's why you get paid, dude.
2-word answers.
Yeah, that's why you get paid. And that Marshawn Lynch bullshit with that fucking. You see that? Yeah. Oh, I wanted to strangle him.
See, I didn't have a problem with Marshawn Lynch as much because
bullshit.
Because Marshawn,
you're the head of the Klan. You're like,
but Marshawn, but he's lazy.
You're the Delaware chapter Grand Dragon.
Marshawn Lynch was afraid to talk to the press the whole time. And here's my reasoning. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying
Marshawn Lynch.
If you're Marshawn Lynch and you're on a team,
wait, I'm Marshawn Lynch.
You're Marshawn, okay? And you know who we are?
Can I be Pete Carroll?
No, you're Marshawn Lynch.
Can I be a white guy?
No, you know who we are? We're Richard Sherman. We're Russell Wilson.
Right.
And these are all engaging.
I am Spartacus.
And Michael Smith. All engaging, thrilling guys that are media sweethearts to talk to.
Dude, I worked on the Cam Newton look bit for a long time.
No, I'm saying.
How the fuck? I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Your comedic instincts are horrible. We're talking about fucking Richard Sherman.
But you brought up Marshawn Lynch.
That doesn't give you an entree to fuck with me.
I'm not fucking
I'm gonna have a signal when you can talk. Do you mind? It's very disconcerting.
I don't think you'll ever do the signal.
What's
the signal? When I weigh 140 pounds, Gene, you can talk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
What the fuck, Jesus? I don't even get it. I don't get it.
Means you don't want me to talk.
Oh, you mean I'll never be 140 pounds?
Neither will I.
Oh. Without the hair dye.
I don't dye my hair.
Caked on like a fucking.
I do not dye.
You look like fucking Selena Gomez.
I put gel in for the audition.
You look like you're on High School Musical. On an all-new High School click, can Geno deal with racism? CBS Friday. Cut like me as a gym teacher. Hey, you're a colored kid. What are you doing, Dan? Stop taking pictures. I hate
He wants a picture of my dyed
Please,
hair,
it's
which
a
is
generic picture of Geno.
Yeah,
I don't want any pictures of Geno.
Because you don't want them to see that my hair isn't dyed.
No, because we can't get the Starbucks.
It does look dark, man.
What's that?
It's very dark.
Whenever I put gel in, it gets dark.
You got Yaphet Kotto on your head.
We were just talking about Midnight Run.
The villain from Dr. No.
We were just talking about Midnight Run.
Goodbye. That has nothing to do with Yaphet Kotto. Oh, he's in it.
Remember, he's a police guy.
How pink is his tongue in that? He's so black in his tongue. Right. No, it's not. It's a fact. It's a fact. What, he doesn't have a pink tongue? Go fuck yourself. When you head up a PC group, my name's Geno. Let's just call me GB. Let's call me Great Jokes. GJ. Lavernius Cole. There's no way to get the Cam Newton momentum back. No way. But the chick,
we didn't lose the Cam Newton momentum.
But I was going into Hermes bags, that whole fucking thing.
Do it.
All of a sudden, Richard Sherman. You're like, you have bad joke Tourette's or something.
You brought up.
Knock, knock, cunt fuck. Richard Sherman, twat.
So you did watch my video. Look, I'm just saying.
3,000 views.
No, what I said was funny. We'll go over the joke.
No.
See, no, you sure it's 3,000? That's like a chick. That's like a guy telling you how many.
I don't
girls
know.
he fucked.
No,
No, but how do you know that? You see the.
I think it was more like 2,000. I might
Is it
have lied.
unique? Is that what,
I don't know. It's on the. Well, no.
It's more like Aunt Olga.
I've had ones with 6,000 hits, but it just varies.
What the fuck does that mean?
What?
You had 6,000? Really?
But it's on a gambling website. So they.
So what does that mean? Does that mean?
So people go
What
to the
can you
site.
do with that? Can you charge like advertising? Or
No,
something?
they pay me per video.
Oh, okay. How much?
1,907.
That's not bad.
All right. That's insanely off of 3,000.
Yeah, yeah. You're
After Artie.
What do you add? 1,000?
But no, I did. I exaggerated. But the thing is, that's a 6-minute video. I'm thrilled with that number of hits for a 6-minute video.
So are we. Listen,
Thank you.
we're very excited at the meeting this morning.
I'm planning on binge watching on Valentine's Day.
You should.
I'm saving them.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a Valentine's Day joke? You don't do the Pro Bowl, do you?
No.
That's a joke in itself. Did they do it? They got to stop doing the Pro Bowl.
They're good. Did you hear?
It's on its way out, right?
It's got to be. Like, what's his name? Goodell said, if it's a product we can't be proud of, we'll stop doing it.
Let me try to get the camera.
Okay. Hey, what'd you think of
Sitting
Cam
there with a
Newton?
pal. I don't. Who made you Morley Safer? Just leave. Don't you have another podcast to get to? Want to plug it? What are you doing? What do you plug?
What are you doing?
No, what is
when we don't hang
you have
out,
another
just admit
podcast?
that you're bored.
You go to the Rachel Feinstein.
I'm
podcast?
doing guys we
What are you doing?
guys we dyed our hair with.
Who's the comic? Who's the open micer who bought a fucking microphone?
One of the comics, one of my roommate comics, Menu and
Is
Heart.
that how
was
you
like,
paying the rent?
He's like, you want to do the podcast?
Is that
Like,
the
I'd
deal?
love to, but I thought we'd
That's
have
the deal.
plenty of
Listen,
time.
sit down. I got a great deal for you. I'm a little late, but I will leave Artie's podcast early and come in. So that should cover the year. Can you get Artie to come here? No, I can ask. You want me to go? I'll do that for you. I'll go. Who's the kid? Who's the?
Why don't you go and I'll stay
plug the
here.
podcast.
I'm going to be doing the Netflix Campfire podcast. They just watch a movie. I'm not going to plug it if you're going to make
Why
fun
did
of
you
my
just
buddy.
say that on your video?
Unbelievable.
What does that mean? Netflix is actually, are they just stealing the name Netflix?
No, yeah, it's got nothing to do with Netflix.
Once it does, I don't know.
No, I'm saying like
have the rights to
when he
Campfire?
said he was doing it, I'm like, is it on Netflix?
Well,
He's like,
of
no, we watch Netflix.
I'm saying,
and
are
we
they
talk about a
allowed to
movie."
do that?
I'm-
Just call it the Starbucks coffee hour.
I think you think a lot more people watch like my videos and these podcasts than do. I
I've
take
come,
that
I've
as
come
a
to think that
compliment.
no one's listening to us at all.
No, I think people listen
My
to
fucking
yours.
cousins don't know what's going
People
on.
listen to this, but I don't think they're.
People yell out, my stand-up people yell out stuff that happened on Stern 8 years ago. They don't go, Geno's jokes.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, I sometimes I drop a reference to nothing.
No.
It's like I'm reading the Act of Contrition. What I mean, so you want to plug it? Plug it. Who's on it? A name? Who's the?
Menu and Heart. He's like one of the 9 roommates we have. Good kid.
He's a comic.
Yeah, colored fellow.
Where does he? I know. He was the Irish guy Menuhin. Menuhin. Who comes up with that? She misspelled something. His mother. That's an Anthony Hardaway.
You can't spell that
The
name.
Anthony.
I'll give you 4 guesses.
M-E, menu, like menu, like a diner, right?
don't even know.
Menuhin. M-E-N-U-A-N. Don't
No, wrong.
H-I-N.
H-I-M.
Wait.
You know, I'm just one of 1,000 people in show business who hasn't said the name Menuhin.
Wait, did you look it up?
Yes. Of course. How would I know?
I have it spelled wrong on my phone. How do you spell it? M-E-N-U-H-I-N?
I really
M-E-N-U.
might lose sleep if we spend more time Googling
Stop bringing shit up and then not wanting to talk about it.
What?
Stop bringing shit up
What
and not
are
wanting
we,
to
the
talk about
fucking
it.
Geno's Comedy School?
No, but I'm answering your question. You're like, hey, what's the capital of
I'm
Nevada?
try-
Carson City. Who the fuck
I'm
cares
trying
about
to
Carson City?
crowbar in something funny during your fucking soliloquy.
Jim Crowbar in. It's Menuhin. All right.
Menuhin. So what is your work, Menuhin?
I'm not going to answer because then you'll say you don't want to know.
He doesn't fucking do any. Where do you work?
He does. He works with like children or something. He's a teacher's assistant.
That's why you're doing it? Are the kids funny?
I don't know.
Are they sick kids?
They're adorable little children.
What are they sick? What do you mean kids? Like
I
charity?
don't know.
He
I
does
just-
spots for kids. Are they kid
No,
comedy?
I mean during the day his
Does
day
he work
job.
at comedy clubs?
Yes,
Oh,
he
his day
does stand
job.
up.
Where? Where can we see him?
You know, he was on a couple episodes of that broke-ass game show with our boy Derek.
Oh, yeah?
And he did.
I don't know what that is.
And what's that other show that MTV they did? Joking Off. He was on a couple episodes of Joking Off.
Oh, wow. I love that.
He's doing well for him, for a kid his age.
For a black kid?
He's got
What's
nothing
for him?
Well, I mean, he's got nothing but up. He's young. He's got his whole life ahead of him. He hasn't made the mistakes
What's
I've made.
blacker, your hair or him?
My hair. My hair.
I hope so.
He's a nice.
How old is he?
He's more of a light mocha. He looks a lot younger than he is. I was shocked to hear he was like 32 or something.
That means he's 40.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Kid looks young.
Well, everybody thinks, black people look young.
Yeah,
You could get away with 36 or something.
I could.
Yeah.
Until
A rough 36.
a rugged 36.
Rough. I said
A
rough.
smoker's cocaine using 36.
Couple of divorces. Couple.
Listen, go to. I don't mean to be condescending, but
Please.
write up Lavernius and Shirley. Write up a special. That's what I was hoping you'd do. That's where your talent lies.
Hey, what'd you think of Cam Newton this weekend?
Ask Menuhin. Can Menuhin write up Lavernius? Or would he be offended by it? I'm sorry.
I'll ask him.
Is he militant? Did he ever hear you
He's
say the N-word?
He's homophobic.
Does he know your yoga mantra has the N-word in it? So that's him. So you live with a black guy. Oh, my God, how disappointing. You must, oh, my God.
You can't say that.
You live with a black open white kid.
He lives with a
Oh,
white
I wish I had a
open
crystal ball in 1993. I don't know. Someone named Schumer's doing good.
Well,
Kevin Hart. So, let's talk about the commercial. Kevin Hart doing a new character. I think the kid at the date stole that.
what's that?
The Kevin Hart commercial. Did you see the Kevin Hart commercial?
Yeah, where he follows him with the
Did you
car.
like it?
Yeah, not really.
All right.
There was like that's a great. What were some the one I
68,000 people at the vet where he did a special disagree.
I like the Prius ad from the thing
What is that?
where they had 4 guys getting away in a Prius and they.
Oh.
But apparently I missed the whole.
I think I missed it too with Prius.
I missed the whole joke though because there were 4 characters that
There's
are all
a surprise.
famous criminal. I missed the subtle humor.
did you write it?
They didn't say whore or cunt, so I didn't get it.
No, I mean,
But
did you submit the Peyton Manning joke?
No.
Or the Laverne? No, you should send that to the Colbert, that joke.
I would never.
I think with his attitude.
I would
in his,
never
in his
send
ironic
it.
character.
The state of.
What was your favorite? Well, we'll go around.
I think the Prius one stands out, and I love.
I'm trying to think of it.
I love the Budweiser one with the hot old broad. I always forget her name.
Hot old broad?
Yeah,
Helen Mirren.
that was great. Where
What was she talking about?
just
say
talking about drunk driving.
Yeah.
No, Helen Mirren. Did you ever see Caligula? When she's young. What
she's
tits?
pretty hot
The
for her age,
best
is what I
tits-
mean.
The best tits ever.
and they're still great tits.
Dude, on a plane, I almost jerked off to Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
I never saw that.
And
I've
it
heard
wasn't
it's
Katie
hilarious.
Holmes.
Yeah, I've heard
No,
that's
you
hilarious.
see Teaching Mrs. Tingle?
Never saw it. Heard it's great.
I had the promo for that in my head once. I obsess about stuff. The guy in the commercial was Teaching Mrs. Tingle. She got tits. She still got tits.
Yeah.
She went to Clearing with Robert Redford. He looks disgusting. The worst age ever. Robert Redford and Butch Cassidy and something. It's the worst aging of all time. He's got shit on his face. When did he get acne? At 48?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's so cool in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So where's Minion from?
Menuhin?
Menu.
Atlanta.
So it's menu like a menu. Oh, well, no, the ATL. It's blowing up. Right?
Yeah, he's Atlanta.
Is he a rapper? Does he have anything to fall back on? If
Yeah, he does some
if
music.
the campfire.
He actually works
The
in
government.
music.
Yeah, exactly. We're fucking around. It could be worth $100 million in 2 weeks.
He shows up every week with a
The
big
new
block of
Menuhin.
cheese.
What's his last name?
Heart.
Menuhin Hart.
He's black.
Relation to Kevin?
He's black. I
Is he
know.
related to
he's black.
Kevin? Is he related to Kevin?
I love when you go. I know he's black.
Is he related to Kevin?
No.
See, that would be a. You should
Kevin
tell people-
Dombrowski?
You should tell people that.
Kevin Kevin Hart.
No, Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin.
Check the
I thought you
menu.
meant her.
Check. Guess what's on the menu tonight? Laughter. It's some guffaw. It's laughter with a touch of guffaw on the menu.
Comedy's on the menu.
The menu.
He's gonna get a sitcom called that.
Of course he is.
Comedy on the menu.
Cut to you begging. Is there a white neighbor who tells jokes fast?
Quickly.
Would you mind if I gave you a line reading on that joke? Because I'm thinking over. I mean, you'd be insulted.
No, I'd love it.
Okay. Well, it's already out there, so forget it.
What's the line reading on what joke?
I mean, the first one, the long one that you did.
But see, here's the thing: when you say the long one, you sit there.
What is
Focus,
the joke you told? The 14 minutes up front in front of the show that we have to cut out.
but what you don't get is the joke is it's part of a football analysis.
What I wish I didn't get
You
was a
just-
third mic.
Yeah. But what you don't get is you want it to just be a joke, but you
You don't even hold for the laugh.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to explain shit. that
Geno
you don't-
steps over laughter with his bit. I'm sorry. Let's move on. I don't really care about the menu. No, I hope he's 32 though.
I get it. You're angry. You're on.
Does he?
freaking
I'm
Caroline
I
in the
admit I'm
Over.
angry.
You're on Caroline in the Over. I get it.
Terrible. 8 G's. I lost your salary this year. What could you possibly make?
What's that?
I'm obsessed
Dude,
with it.
do you want to? Daddy's. You
You
know,
got 50 million of the Olga.
Daddy packed away all the money
How
he
many-
made from his football video.
Hey, how many people are in Olga's will?
What's that?
How many people are in Anna Luca's
I'm
wedding?
gonna fucking find out.
Do you have a brother?
She has 3 boys.
Dude,
We
you're
have
done.
driven.
You're done.
We have driven long distances where Artie just turns to me and said, "How much do you think Geno made last year?"
I wish you wouldn't say that.
Daddy's up to 6 figures, no complaints.
Are you?
Really? Hey.
Well, that's
Okay, I mean, you're
if I
you're
get these football
delusional.
videos. Okay.
You're Brian Williams at this point.
All right.
Is that like your
Okay,
3,000 viewers?
That's great.
What's
I mean,
that?
Is that like your 3,000 viewers?
You include the decimals.
Is
right?
that why you don't get a phone fixed for 8 years? You have a cracked phone for 7 8
No, that's
his laziness.
That's Daddy's backup.
Will Menuhin do it on his way to the club? Listen, Men, did you go to Campfire yet? I got that phone thing you promised. Menuhin, you there? No?
Hello.
Did you change your number again?
Hello.
Menuhin, Geno, hey. High five, baby.
Geno's on the menu today.
Confirming Campfire. Genius. Did Dombrowski ever done?
What's that? No.
Did Menuhin ever bounce a check?
No. I don't think
The
so.
black guy never
They
bounced.
pay cash.
What do you should pay cash. Well, 6 figures, you bounced a check. That's why I'm concerned.
Yeah.
You waste the money. What do you do?
What's that? No, I just
You waste it on shirts with
I
thumb
had
holes.
when I moved in, I had a lot of credit card debt, so it just have
okay,
auto
no,
pays
okay.
and stuff.
Listen, that's not my business.
No,
It's not my business.
yeah, but Daddy's got nothing to hide.
It's your daddy again.
What do you
You're always daddy. By the way, I confirmed it. Bill O'Reilly is Talking Points in his show.
Really?
It's the most frustrating. He goes, Talking Points agrees with Karl Rove. And he's Talking Points. That's fucking annoying. He's got to cheat on his wife, right, Bill O'Reilly? Fucking those Fox chicks are so fucking hot. Oh my God, there's a new one every day.
Who's the really hot
There's
one
a
that's
new
been on
every day.
CNN?
He's single now, Bill.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What are you on his website or something?
No, because there was that story a couple years ago about how he paid police in his hometown to follow.
Let's stop.
I wanted to hear that.
Well, off the air, hear it.
Why can't we hear it on the air?
Along with your fucking accusations about Cam Newton.
I didn't say anything about that flimsy quarterback.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, he disappointed me. He could have played better. I mean, he fucking did not show up. He really had a bad fucking season. One of those guys. He didn't show up. And Peyton Manning didn't play that well either. What were his stats?
The lowest passing yardage total for a winning
Right.
quarterback
Yeah, I
in Super
know.
Bowl history, 141 yards. But that was, I'm trying to think who said in their video that he wasn't going to have a big game, and it was all Denver's defense.
You know what? When I was doing this in my car, you weren't here. I don't know you were here. Because I had everybody like, Dan, what Dan was going to say, Ryan, I should have fucking, that's my bad. I should have known you were here. I would have had a whole different thing in the car. I would have allowed some dead air.
But it was the worst. And
No, it was. And Peyton Manning, first of all, I'm down fucking $8,800. I got to have Peyton Manning make a few extra dollars, crowbar in every fucking sponsory. How fucking embarrassing.
he got no money from Bud, I heard. I heard he just has stock in them.
Well, he said
That's what
somebody's
said.
buying. Then send over a free case? Who was buying? The GM? Who's it?
Now, that guy has Alzheimer's, doesn't he? The owner.
He forgot the button. We won! What?
Did you see he kissed? He was the first person he went over to congratulate Peyton Manning.
Was Cam Newton.
Papa John. And he
Yeah, I
kissed
saw
him.
that, yeah.
Ugh.
Shitty pizza. Bud Light, shitty beer, shitty pizza. In a backseat of a Buick insured by State Farm. Go fuck yourself.
Nationwide.
Nationwide. Sorry. Made that mistake.
Cooper got him a good rate.
Yeah, Cooper. Peyton Manning gets second ring. Cooper gets second job.
First quarterback ever.
By the way, Cooper probably called in sick, and he's on. His boss is like, I knew it. There was a pattern. Every third year you call in sick. Someone doesn't have the flu, I guess.
2006, 2008.
He loses his job. Come on, that's really. You got to treat me better than that. I take care of you, don't I? I wanted tickets. Does Cooper? How many tickets do you think Cooper gets? What's your guess on that? I mean, see, he's got to have a limited amount. At some point, they go, I can't, stop. My boss just wants to go. I sold this woman life. She's a big client. Listen, it's my whole portfolio. Dad, what'd you say? Fag, what? I love Archie's alcohol. I saw Archie Manning when I was in Indianapolis. The agent, Peyton Manning's agent, that creepy looking guy, was talking to Archie Manning at the bar in Indianapolis.
Archie's a big drinker?
And me and DePaul. No, he didn't look drunk. I don't think he was drunk. He just had
I'm
a bored look on his face.
Okay.
But he was about to sign with the Broncos. It must have been, it was before all that shit happened. And me and DePaulo were sitting there and staring at him. And Archie Manning had to look like a zombie. And this agent kept talking to him. And it's probably about millions of dollars. Or about Cooper keeps calling him. Listen, the assistant is a little... Is there something we can ask Cooper to make sure it's him? What's the name of the company? Can you get him a Buick? Cooper keeps asking for a Buick. Peyton, it's Coop. Can I get a Coop? DeVille? A Buick. They still make Electras? He drives a Buick with that. So he's going to retire, right? You can take the ring, you get out of there, right? He's going to retire, Peyton Manning.
There's no way Denver's going to take him back, I read today, because he already took a pay cut, restructured contract to play there this year.
Right.
So even if he, and we're all agreeing, if he decided to come back.
I'm agreeing?
We all think he's played his last game.
I'm not menuing, Jerk.
But if he decided to change his mind and say,
Right,
I want to play.
all the time.
It doesn't count against, like, the amount he would count against the cap space. They'd be like, no, we don't want you back. That's why he may play in L.A. That's why his father today, or last night, Archie said, he's done. And then he said, at least with Denver, he's definitely done.
By the way, there's no video component to the show. Another radio rule. Just because I'm looking at you doesn't mean I want you to respond.
Can we strike that from the record?
Sometimes like a Magic Johnson no look, like he's worthy. You know?
You wanted me to say it just for that joke because that was looking great.
Tee it up, baby. Look at the wax built up on these shoes.
Fine chamois.
Well, Rob, what was did you have a favorite? You don't like any commercials, right? I thought they all sucked. I did.
They all are usually shitty. They're overhyped.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you? I mean, come on. Don't they have a lot of time? I'm the next Larry Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
Ah, what? He's always funny. How come he doesn't do more talk shows, Gary? He must be so depressed.
Shanley?
Yeah, he must be very depressed. Sarah Silverman's magic pussy. What? Yeah, you don't know that?
I'm so out of the loop.
Oh, that's right. It happened in showbiz.
It happened in show business.
It happened in L.A. It happened east of St. Louis.
That was Ryan before the show. Any good comic, I'm like, you lost me.
No,
You lost
yeah,
me.
Sarah dated Gary Shandling.
I believe it. I just didn't
that's
know
her type.
Successful comedian that can get her work. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, all right. Well, okay. I shouldn't ask. That was my fault. I shouldn't ask you on that. I don't know what you expect. That's a baby next door.
I'm curious what your
Do
favorite
something
commercial was.
Well, no. You don't. Well, do you have one? I mean, did you watch the whole game?
I was working.
I was gonna say you were working.
Okay.
What, did you stand up at a Super Bowl party?
He was busy being successful. He didn't watch it.
Yeah. Listen. Not successful. It's just working. You got a work ethic.
God bless him.
You could have had a gig at yesterday if you worked your ass off.
But I wanted
Did LMAO
But
have
I literally sat on my couch, watched the game, and was like watching.
You were by yourself?
I was on Twitter.
Flippin is we got to talk to Flippin. He's depressed. He's 30 years old. Flippin.
Right.
I never been abroad. He was going to come here. He's a huge sports fan. He didn't come because he got drunk and fell asleep at his mother's. God. I mean, I'm worried about the kid. And he comes here all angry at the Mets.
Gets very angry.
Did he have some sort of, like, the Mets sent him like a cease and desist? Like,
Stop it.
I think somebody was worried.
Stop it.
I think, David Wright was like, who's this? Something happened, right?
Yes. They told him he had to stop doing something on Twitter.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because he does their post game.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the
But what did he
engineer.
do?
And I guess he
Let's
was
just say it involved a machete and Daniel Murphy. Listen,
my God.
listen, right.
I liked it.
He doesn't gamble either. He's one of those Met fans who might wear orange socks every once in a while. Those guys from Queens, those 80s Met, those early 80s Met, they got the like retard beard. Like, you ever see a retarded kid who never shaves and like a fuzz starts right here?
Yeah.
That's what they look like. I don't think they're retarded. They're Met fans.
Well.
Orange socks with like blue Pumas. And those jeans that you get a game. Oh my God, they were terrible. And then if you fucking say, hey, you should change your socks, they get mad at you. I'm a Yankee fan. I know how to dress. Come on, man. Orange socks. Come on, Kevin O'Brien. O'Malley. Irish kids from Queens are so fucking tough, man. You don't want to fight. That kid, Johnny Brennan, one of the Jerky Boys. Kamal, I'm good friends with him. He has stories about that kid and his family that are insane. Insane.
Really?
Yeah. I got to tell you off the end.
All right.
Dan, you want to blow that one off?
The mics are off. Mics are off.
Do you know PJ Landers?
Yeah. I know he is. Oh, wait a minute. No, a comedian?
Yeah.
Redheaded guy.
Yeah, I know he is.
Redheaded guy.
Right. They're tough motherfuckers.
He's tough as hell, man. PJ? He's a little crazy too.
I was dating a girl at a Springsteen concert, and a guy said something to her that made her cry. So she comes up. I was with my buddy Mike Martin, this kid, we called him Joker growing up. And it wasn't because he was funny. He looked like he was smoking weed in the 9th grade, and his face got so red, he looked like the Joker on Joker rolling papers. You ever see the rolling papers? He looked exactly like the Joker. And that's been his nickname forever. And he's made of brick. He's made of granite, like one of these big Irish kids, like lily white. And just, so this girl doesn't realize she's younger. I go, don't tell. If you want something to happen here, meanwhile, Springsteen's singing Badlands 3 feet from us. I go, don't tell my friend because Dad's going to let the Kraken out. Something's going to happen if you tell him. So she was like a troublemaker. She loved.
Of course she was.
She loved.
Of course she was.
She was testing me. Testing me. Would I stand up for you? She points to 2 guys. One guy, a big guy. Another guy's a little ratty looking guy. The ratty guy said something. So Martin hears it. We walk over there and we get like you do. We're on either side of him. I said, listen, you're gonna have to say you're sorry to my girlfriend. It's gonna have to happen. He doesn't say anything. The big kid recognizes me from the Stern Show. Starts gushing over me, over the guy's head. And my buddy Mike is drunk. He just wants to beat the kid up. So a very weird scene is going on. Springsteen now is 2 feet from us singing Backstreets. I'm missing the whole fucking Born to Run album. I said, you couldn't start this trouble. Dorn, cover me, bitch. Mansion on the Hill.
I don't even know.
Bathroom song. I've never heard Mansion on the Hill.
Bathroom song.
I equate that with a urinal.
Go to the bathroom.
Mansion on the Hill. It's one of those songs about like his cousin who got into a car accident.
Is it from Trax? But it's on the Trax album. What I used to call that album "Buy My Garbage." He has 9 great albums. It's like, hey, you know what? They'll buy my garbage. Yeah. Why don't I just tape the shit from the floor into an album?
Well,
I hated that.
And I'm
album.
one of those guys, fucker.
So am I.
Mr.
I
Delaware.
think my favorite one is slowly becoming.
I don't want to get into your opinion of the Bruce.
Okay.
No, I love you.
No, go.
No, he was, I loved Darkness on the Edge of Town, but he did get a little self-indulgent. Mansion on the Hill. He sang about everything. There was a guy, I don't know who the comic did. Remember Scott Muni? He was a legendary DJ, Scott Muni. Remember his name? He would say stuff like this on NEW. That was a song, Bad Company, by the group Bad Company, off the album Bad Company. Real gravelly voice. There was a guy, a comic on one of the stages that used to imitate him. And one time, this is all I remember. It made me laugh. He goes, that was Bruce Springsteen with another song about a fucking car. Because on the Rivers, there's like 8 songs about a Cadillac.
Cadillac Ranch, Pink Cadillac.
Can you change one of them to a Ford? Cadillac. Pink Cadillac's a B-side. So I'm missing that. I love. That's what I live. I go to those because it makes me feel young again. It's gonna stop. They're all stopping. Bowie's dead. They're all dead. It's going to be nothing but Bruno Mars soon, guys. Holy shit, that's depressing. Guy with a laptop in Sweden. Everyone's on fucking Molly. That's what I'm becoming an old man. I hate when Cece Sabathia has this hat crooked. He's going to rehab before the playoffs. The men aren't men anymore. Did you see Bruno Mars the way he was dancing last night? It was very creepy. Very creepy.
Unsettling.
Unsettling. Thank you. That's the word.
Yeah.
Like when Yaphet Kotto kisses a white chick.
With that pink tongue.
The pink tongue is unbelievable. How is that? I'm pointing out a fact. So,
his palms are
like,
really white.
like if I said, like someone thought it was, I pointed out that Obama's the first president you could see well in a snowstorm, right? How is that right? They had to watch for snipers. When Clinton, there was a snowstorm, they won't find him. They'll never see him.
That's a tough one.
Garfield, they'll never see him. A Secret Service guy's, wait a minute, we do have to go in. What am I missing? Who's the president?
Oh my God.
And an Irish guy with socks. Well, anyway. But that's a racial joke. It's not racist. It's a right?
Simple fact.
Yeah. You would make it racist by saying the N-word.
Not.
For no reason.
I tag it now. Niggers hate the snow.
Oh, my
God.
God. Fuck this out. Jesus Christ. The Django Unchained over. So now a weird scene is going on. And I look up and I saw the girl smirking.
Oh, yeah.
She stopped crying. I go, I caught you. I fucking caught you. But now it started. My buddy Mike, he's the kind of guy who's going to have to hit something. And I'm like, I made him a security guard. It could be me. He's ossified drunk. Like he would get like blood alcohol of 5.8, you know? And he's like a metal guy. He would do me a favor. He wanted like a Slayer guy. I don't like Bruce. Hungry Heart. So, I got a wife. I got a wife and kids in Cincinnati, Jack. I said, how do you not know Baltimore? Well, he was worth having around. Funny motherfucker. So he's talking to the Weasel Kid. He said, you're going to have to apologize, blah, blah. And I'm talking to this guy. He's asking me about Beetlejuice, the other guy. So I go, dude, make your friend apologize. Just get me the fuck out of this. He goes, what if I do it? I go, it ain't going to happen. No, it can't. He's got to do it. Come on, you know what? Big kid with tattoos. He goes, let me ask him. So he whispers something. Nothing goes on. So now I'm like, I don't know. We'll just stop. Meanwhile, I think my girlfriend's probably dating Nils Lofgren at this point. I just, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's like very, like, come on. What do you want from me? It's not enough? Seats in the pit? For a guy you never heard of?
For Springfield?
Yeah. Who? Shut up. Questlove? No.
Just suck it.
There's no Q, little Wayne, no little guys. Nobody with little in their name. So, now my buddy Mike has a big mitt, like a catcher's mitt of white Irish for him. Me and the guy start talking. I said, let me just kill some time here. Mike goes into another level of blackout. All right. So the guy, now the scary thing about the guy was he didn't say a word. We're asking him to, do this. So the guy says, let me just go over there and talk to her. I said, all right, we'll try to figure something out. As we're walking away, I say, Mike, let's go. He starts walking towards us. He goes down like this. He drops his beer. And I've seen this move before. He goes around like this with a backhand. As if he rehearsed it, like a perfect, like as if a guy who does the Holland Tunnel measured it out. An architect. Perfect face palms the guy just with the middle. It attaches to him like a jellyfish. He then grabs the guy. He now drags the guy up the aisle, and he will go right by his friend. It's like a matador. I'm watching him drag him by his face. I never laughed so much.
Like the alien in the first movie.
He's dragging the guy by his face. Oh. Like you see his feet like this. It's like like the Flintstones trying to stop a car. Hello, dum-dum. And drags him up to now the guy's, I get scared. He drags him. His friends laughing. I go, he'll let him apologize. I go, how crazy is he? Will he apologize to her? He goes, yeah, probably. So, at this point, my girlfriend is like laughing. Everything's fine. She forgot the situation already that she started. She's, looking for a gluten-free hot dog. And he pulls the guy up, and the guy says, like a heartfelt, I'm sorry. Like it was almost like a fucking, who's that black chick who's the poet?
Maya Angelou?
It was like a Maya Angelou poem. Good. Wow. Who'd have figured you'd do that?
I know. I'm shocked.
I know why the caged boon sings. Bird.
Menu reads it to him every night.
It was like a poignant poem. Listen. And he dragged him back. Halfway through, the guy, and he dropped the guy, and the guy walked over, and the guy, I signed an autograph. I signed the guy's fucking ticket stub.
In blood.
The big guy. The big guy.
In blood.
And then, now the big guy, now Bruce goes into the song Darkness on the Edge of Town. It's a long setup. The kid's lying there. The kid like passed out. His buddy the kid lied there for like 4 songs. A security guard came by and said, I don't know, and he got him up, and he was fine. He had like dust on his face. And my buddy Mike doesn't remember a thing to this day. I mean, like a perfect bam. Did you ever see a perfect punch hit? Like, you ever see like a guy land a punch in real life and on a chin and makes the noise it makes in a Bond movie? Yeah, you've seen that. I mean, it's really, I've seen it a couple of times. They're usually sucker punches. It's really like startling. Like what Ray Rice hit his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if a guy, wrecks your car, fucks with your family, or if a girl presses the wrong button on an elevator. We not on 11? Her feet come off the ground. The video of her laying there. Did you ever see when she's laying there?
Yes. That's great.
I mean, it looks like Normandy. It looks like everybody Tom Hanks passes in the first 20 minutes of Saving Private. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's so
I forgot my key. Bitch is tired. You know what it's like, gushing blood from her. Then later, of course, they had a lovely wedding. That was the punch that the greatest punch in the history of boxing. Are you a boxing guy? You like boxing?
I used to love boxing as a kid.
Yeah.
When it was something to like gather around, you'd go to somebody's house, they'd get the fight on pay-per-view.
I mean, but in the first Ali Frazier fight in the 15th round,
I don't even remember that.
And people don't talk about. He shut Ali up. He won that first fight. Ali was, the insane shit he was saying, and he could have won Thriller Manila, but a guy casually said to Joe Frazier, "Listen, if you go out again and you get hit in the head, your brain might explode." So he made a conscious decision. You know, that story is insane. Ali was not coming out. The guy said, "You're not going out," and he waited. He goes, "See if he doesn't come out." All Frazier had to do was walk to the middle of the fucking ring. He would have won the Thriller Manila. He was not coming out. He goes, "You can't do it." But in the first round, Frazier hits him with a left that brings Ali's fucking feet off the ground. And, that's...
it looked like a cartoon like when you get hit with a cinder block.
Right, yeah, exactly. I don't know if that's a great analogy, but yeah.
You ever see the cartoon?
It's as if instead of boxing gloves, I had a cinder block. No,
a minute ago, you loved it.
Cartoons are great. Is it bothering you that I'm talking too much? I figure save your voice for Menuhin. I figure. But that's what it sounded like. The suction cup he hit the kid with. And it's rare that you break. So you see somebody break a jaw. How about anybody here ever a cool bar fight? Like a really almost a movie type bar fight.
Bar fights usually brawls.
Exactly one where people go over the pool table. No. When I was 18, that happened once to me. Like, you see somebody get hit with a pool stick. It's very disconcerting. And Smokey and the Bandit, it happens every other scene. And cartoons, that to me is the dumbest generation of kids. When those kids thought you could do what Wile E. Coyote did, you could jump off a cliff.
They edit the
trying to sue Warner Brothers. Like,
they
okay,
edit them now.
Oh, I know, yeah. Well, how about this? There's the kind of shit that Bill Cosby is. How about he bought all the rights to Little Rascals? Because Bill Cosby bought the rights to the Little Rascals and refused to show them.
Why?
Because it was racist.
Never knew that.
Did you ever see some of those my buddy Bob.
Might have choked Artie, but you ain't going to choke Stymie.
Oh, dude. Stymie's father was always in prison. Where'd you buy the time? Oh, yeah, but dude, he didn't pay it again. The porters on those. Ever see a porter on the 1948 Bugs Bunnies? The lips look like Yaphet Kotto. They got A-Rod lips. Huge pink lips.
And Tom and Jerry, they do that. They always have the mammy.
Insane racism. Insane racism.
In the skirt, yeah.
And I wasn't for it. I mean, Foghorn Leghorn looks like, Riley Martin. I'll say. But it's. I think again, this was supposed to be. I was trying to get back into the Cam Newton thing with that story. It doesn't work. I'm going to listen back to exactly where that happened. It's like when the Titanic hits the iceberg. There's ice on the steerage deck. Well, I'll move on. Well, look, it's very we're losing. I love gambling because of the action you get.
Yeah.
And you watch a game so much more intently. Hey, geez, what are you going to do,
But that's what we were saying, like, I'm watching it with my roommate. He's like, this is the most boring game
I
ever.
actually don't have Ryan's money. But today.
But I said...
That's not me.
But
ask anybody.
That's the beauty of gambling. Like, he's like, this is the most boring game ever. I'm
No,
like, not to me. I need Denver in the under.
Instant excitement.
It's exciting.
And then you should have seen the level of pissed off when I found out you won. I said, Dan, you should have lied to me. He goes, I guarantee he was on the Panthers. I guarantee. No. Broncos. I said, and the under?
Yeah.
I was murderous.
You know when I wasn't on the Panthers?
I drove to the bookie's house and killed him.
Yeah, I also wasn't on the Panthers the past 2 weeks when they fucking blew out Seattle and Arizona.
But still, that's when you step up the joke part.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. They get the joke. You love that bit.
Tell the joke one more time.
No.
Here's
what I need you to do.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. All right. Do you want the joke?
What time does Menuhin start?
When
sounds very
get there,
efficient.
big star.
Is Menuhin going to be on time? When's the last time?
Why would he be late, Artie?
When's the last time someone said? When's the last time someone said this sentence? Menuhin's always on time. Do you know any other Menuhins? He's got to be the only one, right?
One.
There's not another Menuhin.
No, only one.
Did you call him Menu for short?
No.
Hey, man.
You don't know what I call him for to his face?
I know what you're calling for long.
One less
Would
syllable.
Menuhin rat you out? Like if you said something racist, would he rat you out?
He's a good kid.
Don't trust him. So it's Menuhin. Is he the only black guy in the house?
It's a nice little mix. Nice.
So if
little
I
mix.
lined everybody up and I said, guess who bounced a check?
He
Welcome to Guess Who Bounced a Check?
He doesn't have a checking account, does
Menuhin.
he?
Let's welcome Menuhin. Geno, Kevin.
And
Three
Rich,
of these are comedians.
And
One
Rich-
is Geno Bisconti. Geno, okay. Like C-list celebrities like me.
Yeah.
Sherrod Small.
I'd love to be on his list.
Geno, what do you... Now, I don't think you don't look like I would bounce a check. Are those holes in the thumb supposed to be there? Yes, they're from a designer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Geno. So it's extra for it. I don't believe so. My Aunt Olga buys the shirt. Is she here? I apologize. Menuhin sounds like a lot. Does he have an agent?
What's that?
Does he have an agent, Menuhin?
I thought you said, does he have an Asian? He dates an Asian chick.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Her name is Stereotype.
No, it isn't.
But he does that.
Don't get me with that. I fall for.
Don't
I fall
get
for
me.
I fall for like 10 years. She's. Not, I called her Stereotype all night last night. So I'm bad. Stereo. Fucking Geno. Got me again. Kids are smart nowadays. Remember that thing? I got your nose when you were.
Yeah.
I felt like I was 15. I felt for that. You don't have my fucking nose. Try doing that to a 3-year-old now. They know about your nose, the inner workings of it from the internet. ISIS. So, how can we tune in? Is it live? No, it's not live. The Menuhin. Is there? He has a studio?
No, we're going by somebody's house on the east side.
Who's somebody?
I think it's another comic, Alex Pavone.
Dude, be careful. Oh, all right. Be careful.
Is he going to steal my friggin' bouncy checks?
You might walk in and it's going to look like,
It's a good fella.
Ray Liotta girlfriend with the powder all over the place. The fuck are you doing?
It's going to be like friggin' Pesci.
What are you, baking a cake? Bye, dick. What are you, baking a cake?
Do you know Eric Lydon?
Yes.
That's his dad.
Who?
The comic Eric Lydon.
Yeah.
His father's the one who does the finger and goes.
That's a creepy guy.
When he goes, we got
Well,
you.
wait a minute. You talking about Bo Deedle?
No.
Oh, Eric. Oh, wait, because there's a creepy looking thin guy. Yeah, I'm thinking. How do I know? Eric
when he's in the.
I know the
police station
name. Yeah,
and,
I know exactly.
He
You're talking
sticks his
about.
finger in the
Right.
bowl and he goes, "Huh?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
We got you, asshole."
I got you, asshole.
That's a creepy look,
That's
too.
He does. He's a creepy guy. Bye, dick.
yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. That's a great piece of narration. They weren't wise guys. They sounded like cops. They cursed a lot. Yeah. That's it. Bo Deedle's the guy on Fox News. You ever see what he looks like now? The guy goes up to the car.
Yeah.
The movie One Good Cop's about him. It's your dream to have Stephen Baldwin play with you.
One good cop, one bad actor.
One Good Cop, yeah. I talked over that. Say it again.
One good cop, one bad actor.
I can't believe you said that again.
Wait a minute.
That's overconfident.
Her name was Stereotype.
Cut to me yelling that in the board. Stereotype. Wait, is that Menuhin? That is. And can I see your eyes? Yes. That's right. You ever go skiing with Menuhin?
No. We have not had a chance to go
And
skiing.
Stereotype's family?
No. No, but I've
Geno
heard
took an awful race.
they're big on the slopes.
Let's go hit the slopes.
Raced you to that one.
Well, I knew it was coming. Welcome to Hack Race. We're going to get hacky comedians and give them we're going to throw out a premise as bait. Hack bait. With your host, Carlos Mencia. He's not here tonight. Whoever is emceeing at the Comedy Store right now in the belly room is your host.
Boy, they buried the Schumer thing, huh? That went by.
What buried
fast.
what?
Just went away.
Well, there wasn't enough. The problem was there wasn't enough shit. You got to keep an avalanche of jokes coming because she's been around forever.
Yeah,
and the other problem is if you go into the sketch show, it could be any writer.
No, without a doubt.
But the Wendy Liebman joke is verbatim. She calls Wendy Liebman her favorite comic, and she's never heard of her most famous joke.
I thought she opened for her for a while too. But I'm just saying, like it was in 1 week, and next week it was just gone.
Yeah,
it was
Everything.
erased. What's
That's
that?
everything, though. There's just so much news going on now, and so many different outlets. Things
Yeah.
just get.
Yeah. If you want to hear another rumor, go to episode 301 and listen to the end when I think where the mics are up. And when I get sued, I'm sure Flippin' will kick in.
Poor Flippin'.
Flippin' did that on purpose, by the way. What I can't tell the audience. Who's listening? Who's going to tell somebody? Gunner?
How is
Same three
Doppelgunner?
people tweet about it. Steve Torelli. He likes everything. Steve's a very loyal fan.
Doppelgunner, Rick from LA.
Is a Doppel in front of Gunner?
Yeah, it's Gunner, but his Twitter name is Doppelgunner. I like that name.
I love when they're sarcastic. Like, you tweet a joke. Long way to go for that one, genius.
Oh, dude, sometimes when
They get me so fucking mad.
sometimes when I feel good about myself, I'll go into the Artie Quitter thread. Oh, they hate me.
No, but they hate everybody. They hate me.
They like you.
Not really.
They hate me.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get.
Say it.
Everything I'm going to say is going to depress you.
You think they
Should I
work for
get
the
it?
industry?
Should I get into some reasons?
Yeah.
They probably play. They have
I don't know if they like Ryan or hate Ryan. They never say anything about you.
That's fine.
That's good. It's like an umpire. You want that?
like an umpire.
You want, everything's fine. Balls and strikes. Consistent. That's radio. I'm telling you.
See, I don't want that.
Consistent.
I want people to take a
You
side
want a
when it comes
reaction.
to me. I do. I want people to either be like, that guy Geno is great, or that guy Geno, what the fuck is his problem?
Even if the opinion makes you homeless.
Been there, done that.
You've
been there.
You've been. No, you haven't.
I've never been
Dude,
homeless.
if that happens, call me.
No, I've never been homeless.
Dan can move over. That's Geno and Dan's room. I don't know what's going on.
Knock first.
Just hear a combination of the show with the affair and bad jokes.
They got bunk beds.
Just knock.
Who's on top? Geno's much more limber. Listen, Geno, do you mind if I need the bottom tonight? You want to be the bottom? Let me write that down. I got a joke. So anyway, I'm at Artie's. Hello? How often do you say the sentence, welcome to LOL?
I don't host. I'm the closer.
Guys, thanks for coming out to LOL.
How often do I say that?
Oh, my God, so depressing.
2 more times tonight, Artie.
It's so fucking depressing. In the green room, Chris Cotton is beating up somebody.
Where's he?
I don't know. I texted him. I don't know. It's bad shit going on there.
Really?
I know. I might go down there. I really might go down there.
Why?
Because I'm worried about him.
What's wrong with him? His wife is
he
a
seemed-
doctor with a house last
He
I
seems
heard.
depressed.
Why is he depressed?
I don't know, because Keith wouldn't come get the... Oh, wait, Keith. Can't believe I said that.
Yeah.
We'd say I can't. Again, who's listening? It's not going to make the paper.
I thought you had thousands of listeners.
That was something, like, I was never on something that was a hit until I got on Howard, and I'm talking like, I talk with Norm, and all of a sudden it's on page 6.
Yeah. That's great.
Howard just be like, people listen to this. 20 million of them. Well, careers have peaks. I'm on the other side of that one.
And August.
The Sherpa's saying, slow down now.
And August has plenty of rooms, Artie. Plenty of rooms at Dan
The
August.
Sherpa's like, no, that's about it. That's the highest it goes. If you look on the way up, you'll see Rachel Feinstein. Who's your favorite female comic working?
We were having this. The 3 funniest that I was.
Ari Shaffir is not a girl.
Tell me. Yeah, he's close. Marina Franklin, Laurie Kilmartin,
I love
Jessica
Marina.
Kirsten.
I love Marina.
Those 3, without a doubt, are they make me laugh out.
Yeah.
Kilmartin, she was New York. She writes for Conan now. I always get
Conan?
She writes for Conan.
Is that a... Oh, Conan.
What I say Conan because
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna
just say you're in comedy.
She's a barbarian of comedy.
I mean, you in comedy clubs, you don't say Conan, right?
Well, if I'm ever on the show, I'll learn
that's
how
like
to
a
say it.
landscaper from Virginia.
But those, by far, without a doubt, are my 3
Conan!
favorite laugh out loud female comedians.
My name is Menuhin, and I like Conan. Mr. Conan. Conan Smith's my agent. Conan O'Brien's my favorite. So that's your number one in order.
No, in no particular order. Those 3 always make me laugh out loud. Jessica Kirsten, Marina Franklin, Laurie
Oh, so you
Kilmartin.
switched it now.
Jess is good, yeah.
They're all.
Oh,
I
she's
think they're all-
fucking funny,
Oh, she's
yeah.
great. She's
Yeah.
great. But Marina's brilliant. She's just been.
Oh, no, I know.
She's
Well, she
another one
opened
that
for me, yeah.
Just always fucking writing new shit. Always just boom, boom.
She's
boom.
very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a chick.
For a girl.
Who are your favorites, Artie?
Well, I like Marina too. Absolutely.
No, I said that already. Cheater.
Well, no, I can't repeat your
I would never recommend repeating.
Wendy
anything I
Lieben,
said. Yeah, Lieben.
Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer was talking to the Senate. He did 2 Wendy. What if Chuck Schumer takes on that cadence in the speech?
That was like great.
So we're going to raise taxes in Queens.
What did you tweet this
I'm
guy?
not going to raise taxes. What's the cadence? I'm not going to raise taxes. Chuck Schumer comes up with all those fucking debates because that Gang of 8 bill. What about the politics? Let's get into that. I mean, come on. Are you watching it at all? Why would you? You're a comic. I mean,
I don't.
What's Gino's picks?
Dude, we were all wrong about Trump, huh? Fucking Cruz won the
what
caucus.
all wrong? What do you mean all wrong?
We all thought Trump would win the Iowa caucus.
well,
But apparently that means nothing.
Oh, he
right?
might have. But Cruz's people were
Yeah.
telling everyone that Ben Carson was out.
That's.
for those
I mean,
votes.
I don't even know what
that
that
is
means.
insane. What that happened.
What happened?
I'm not going to explain it to you.
Yeah, you would lose another hour of the podcast.
I know. Another
Another, like the first one.
hours. I mean, the big news is Hillary Clinton is so unpopular. She's losing to a guy who's like the Crypt Keeper. I mean, he's so old. I like him, but come on, man.
You know, she won Iowa by a coin toss.
Yeah, I know.
Does that?
He could technically say, with the margin of error, maybe that he won.
Yeah, that's scary to think.
I think
of.
he is saying.
Or it's called in Iowa an informed decision.
Oh, hey now.
Yeah, well, but in Iowa they have all the
that
evangelicals. It's not indicative of the rest of the country. They're all in. It's funny. These politicians are such bullshit. For 2 weeks, they just kiss the ass of Bible people.
You ever
Trump's
played?
bringing a Bible.
You ever play Iowa?
Yes, I've been there. Des Moines. Des Moines. What did Des Moines?
It's
you ever play
Des Moines. No, I didn't do that one with you.
No, that was Manuel. They loved him. He had a bunch of stuff about corn. I understand his corn.
I don't think he was.
All right, I'm done. I'll be on Conan, bro. You give me the finger. You're like Jackie Mason with Ed Sullivan. You're not gonna work for 2 years.
You're number one.
No, Des Moines had what? Des Moines had like a Funny Bone or something, or a Zanies.
I did a casino, and they told me no matter what you do, half the audience is going to send apology cards for you tomorrow.
Right.
Because they're born again. So they're getting, like, no matter what, you're not going to win this one, just so you know. And I'm like, all right.
But there's advantages. You got to give and take. Like born again, I mean, you can say the N word. Gay stuff, fine.
That's a good point.
Right. I mean, you just can't say I don't know. You can't say you stole something, killed somebody. No commandments. 10 commandments. I can't. Can you name the 10 commandments? How about that?
No. I could name a lot of them, but I
What if you
couldn't
just
get.
immediately went to Dan Fouts? What'd you ask?
You know, Don Coryell got snubbed for the fucking Hall of
How
Fame
about
again?
this joke for a Super Bowl commercial, right? With you got an iPhone, a guy gets in an iPhone, is dead. Do you have a charger in this car? Dan Fouts in the back. Okay, then Charlie Joyner. What's he doing?
Oh, that's pretty good.
You're making my day with
Pretty
this.
good. Well, that's all I got.
Fucking Colin Cowherd.
That's your. Just write that up
What's that?
and bring it in.
Okay.
Lavernius Shirley and the charger.
Lavernius.
We're gonna submit it. You got a charger in here?
Lavernius and Shirley.
And we're gonna pitch it to the gay guy who runs Apple. So keep your thumbs out of those holes.
Charlie Joyner. God
The
bless
gay guy,
you,
the gay
Artie
guy
Ryan.
runs Apple, right? We're not gonna get a cease and desist.
Right.
Right. How about that? He's a smart guy. Huh? Guess you're wrong. Guess certain things don't mean something. You don't know one commandment? You know, coming on.
There is no God. I'm the Lord your God. There's only.
Holy
Don't have
shit.
any false gods.
You know the simple ones: kill, steal.
Do not kill. Do not steal. Do not covet your neighbor's wife. Do
Yeah,
not covet
tell
your
that to
neighbor's
Menuhin.
goods. Honor thy father and mother. How
Got a
many
little
is
Asian
that?
on you. Honor thy mother and father. Yeah. Right. And covet.
Oh, remember to keep holy the Sabbath.
the Lord's name in vain.
Oh my God! I
That's how
fucking
you know
forgot that. God damn it!
That's how you know the God is a pretentious bore. That's above kill.
Well, the first
Don't yell my name.
The first 3 are for God, and
Right.
the last 7 are for how you treat others. So
were
it's like-
you raised Irish Catholic? What are you?
Yeah, Irish
Okay.
Catholic.
Oh, so you're right.
Like real
man.
hardcore or no?
Nah.
One of them was mother. And
No, my mother, but
Yeah.
So the first 3 are
That's it.
remember to keep holy the Sabbath. You
Right.
shall have no other gods before me. Do not take the Lord's name in vain.
I
Is
know.
that
Is
the
that
first
what's the
3?
first? What's the first one, Dan?
I am the Lord thy God. You shall have no other gods before me.
That is right. See,
And 2 is remember to keep
that's
holy
fucking-
the
like,
Sabbath.
Could you imagine before kill? So killing a guy isn't as bad.
Well, you know.
Like if you say "God damn it, I'll kill you," it's even worse.
Well, you know the Jews screwed that all up when the
okay,
written
let's
word.
hear this one.
It's a fact.
Dude, did you see the? Do I have to put? Did you see the sign? Check your racism at the door.
No. I thought you
Check
said
your anti-Semitism.
I did, and I checked. I'm still
How
racist.
about this bit? Semitic alert bracelet tells you when a Jew's near. Write that up. Big star, David.
Do the Charger joke again. I love when you talk about the Chargers.
Can we get Dan Fouts? How much does he want?
I love Dan
We went out to Dan Fouts. Charlie Joyner.
he
Charlie
did the-
Joyner's much cheaper.
He did the Water Boy. You can get Dan Fouts.
What's Charlie Joyner doing? He was a great.
He was a
receiver.
wide receivers coach for the
what he
Bills
was.
last
he
I
was?
saw.
Okay, so he's doing all right.
Yeah, but I don't know if he still
I think
is.
he's a Mike Webster under a bridge.
I ain't gonna do that. You know, Ed Luther, Fouts' backup quarterback. They found him dead under a bridge.
Chargers vortex. Dead from what? Drugs.
Oh, just he had like emotional
Do
disorder.
you know the Mike,
Probably had CTE.
The Mike Webster story, the center for all 4 of those Steelers teams, is the most depressing end of. He died under a bridge. His legs got cut off from whatever.
From what?
and-
Oh, from just
diabetes
disease?
and like mental illness and brain damage. And Terry Bradshaw mentions him in his Hall of Fame speech. Remember, he gets a big laugh. I like to put my hand under Mike. I mean, Terry Bradshaw can't throw him a few bucks. He's under a bridge.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. I mean, that's really unbelievable. You throw some. I mean, like, I won't let that happen to you.
Thank you.
Make a list of bridges I could find you.
Verrazano. Brooklyn's my favorite.
Cut to me. Menuhin, where is Geno? I don't believe you. Put stereotype on it. Stereo, listen. Oh, it's Allison? I don't know that. Allison Wong. Okay, I'm sorry.
Fucking Geno.
Geno was, God damn it, Geno.
God, he's dead.
God damn it. Yeah, he was funny. I miss him. I miss that humor.
I hope he's dead under the River Kwai Bridge.
He's in heaven giving an Asian a wrong name. Right? What are you going to tell St. Peter? You going to point to the jokes?
I'm good.
St. Peter's went 2-7. What do you got? Well, don't tell me the jokes because elevator south is right there. Yeah, none of us can defend ourselves. I can defend myself. God forbid your life's on tape. I was worried about that. What a nightmare that would be. Saying yes to Quaaludes in the 8th grade.
That'd be a lot of dick pics.
I would have said no and see what would happen. That route. When did you first do drugs?
I didn't do drugs till college.
When you met Menuhin.
Senior year of college.
And Olga goes, what is Menuhin doing? You're slurring your words. College. Oh, you waited till college.
I didn't
oh, so
wait.
You were a real faggot.
No, I drank a lot.
Were you a good student?
We've had this conversation. I was very good at being a student, but I wasn't. I wasn't smart.
I don't believe it.
No, we talked about it once.
When did we talk about it? Point to the tape.
With that. Look, I can tell. I'll say it again. I was a good student. I got good grades, but I wasn't
smart. Is it the
smart.
episode you said nigger on?
That could have been any of them.
Well, that's the joke.
But that.
Thank you. What do you think I meant? Who are you, Lavernius?
I got good grades, but I wasn't like any kind of genius that was going to become a doctor.
I was definitely not really asking.
You were.
The thumbs. Who has that? Who has that? Where do you find the thumbs in your shirt?
It's Lululemon.
Is that
the
true?
women's section?
Of course, Dan.
No, it's men's.
That's a little.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Why? Because they have the.
I don't know. I never heard a Lululemon or a women's section.
Sometimes when I go to the gym in my old neighborhood, I'll stop and treat myself to some Lululemon socks or a shirt
What's
on
your
the
old
sale
neighborhood?
rack.
The farm?
Brooklyn.
Oh, where you lived as an adult.
John Ritchie was the one who told me what Lululemon
Stop
was.
it.
Oh, whatever.
You told him.
That's
remember.
No, I did not.
That's a
tell
little
him.
Look at how mad
flimsy,
he gets.
dude. I get the.
Why do you think Bob Levy's more masculine than me?
Why is Bob Levy more?
That was so funny. Come on, he was so hurt by it. How could you say that? He's a bore. He's a womanizer. That's why. Yeah, he talks about pussy. Yeah, that's why. He calls women dames. That's why. Bogart's a man. The guy who hosts the show after Stephen Colbert, not so much. What's his name? James. Do you like him? James. Do you think he's working out? James Corbin.
He's terrible.
Karaoke with Elton John.
He's terrible.
I don't. Who gives that guy a job?
Here's the thing, and I had this.
He could, if he were trapped in a basement for 10 years, he wouldn't make it.
I had this conversation last night to prove my point.
Unless his head writer was in.
Kevin's girlfriend, great girl, goes, "Oh, they
Kevin
show
who?
Kevin
Art?
Dabrowski.
Oh,
his girlfriend's watching TV, and she goes, and they show the clip of him with Elton John. She's like, "Oh, I love him." I'm like, yeah. What's your favorite part of his talk show? I never watch his talk show. Exactly.
Right.
Because why is Samantha
So
Bee
you
getting
start
a show?
fights with the girlfriends? That's why stereotype doesn't
Punched her right in the fucking trachea, and you know what she said after that? I'm sorry.
Why do you like James Corden stereotype?
But that's the problem with.
Now he's very. You know what pisses me off is when they talk about him going viral with a video, and then you find it's not because something's funny. It's because it's with Elton John.
Yeah, it's because he has an accent.
If Elton John came in here instead of you, I'd get attention too.
He's the fag hag contingent, and he's got the accent. That's so they're hoping women will watch. That's all that he is.
Well, I guess they do.
Well, they do. But he's a terrible interviewer. He's a fucking nightmare of an interviewer.
Clearly, you've watched a lot of it.
No, I haven't. I tried to watch it once, and
What
I just felt vindicated.
What interview did you catch?
I couldn't even remember.
First of all, Menuhin had a great set on one of them. Let's hear it for Menuhin.
I've said my piece.
No, peace. Got nothing to do with it. If you asked Americans,
if he calls,
if you asked
I'd love to do
Americans what they never thought would exist 10 years ago, what was it? ISIS, right?
Right.
James Corden's wife.
Yes.
Call the lawyer on that. So you said nothing that could get sued, right? I gotta go over this again. Who'd you call gay? No, okay.
You said Cordron was.
See, I think the one you called gay really does.
You said Cordron was as flimsy as that N.
No,
Bob
I
Cam
just said
Newton.
he's effeminate. That's all. Doesn't mean anything.
What do you think of Cam Newton, Artie?
When you listen back to that, you're going to see you ruined what could have been
and I apologize.
Top 10
because I was answering a question that you didn't want the answer to. You can't handle vermouth.
Did I confirm you coming in here?
I just showed up. He texted me.
You never said it. I said who's coming in. You were supposed to be Stacey Pressman.
Really? Has it gotten to that?
Well, if I have to do a sketch with a woman, what if I think of a Twitter bit?
You're a big star. You can't get James Corden?
A big star. I can't get James. I can't get him on the phone.
Tell me you didn't want to kill Cam Newton when that last time he fumbled and he didn't even go for the ball. He jumped back like he saw a fucking snake.
I know.
I mean, did you see that play?
Yeah,
What's he doing?
I was watching the Super Bowl. Yeah. That had $8,000. I know I missed it.
I know you had $8,000.
I saw the Schumer Seth Rogen commercial. I missed that play. What the fuck are you talking about? You think you're talking to James Corden?
So you saw it?
Did you see that? Jerk off. Yeah, it was really a bad, boring game. And at the end, Peyton Manning rattles off 7 corporations.
Yeah.
So he got to get paid. What, are we doing a favor for somebody?
No,
it is petty if he got
paid.
paid. What could he possibly?
The story is he's a big stockholder in Bud. That's why.
Okay, so he was getting paid.
Yeah.
Well, he's not.
That's a version of it.
Yes, but it's not.
Open your eyes. We'll talk about this later. Now, yeah, of course, the stock. The Super Bowl.
But they didn't ask him to do it and offer him money.
What happened at Disneyland? Is that off the board with the? How long have they not been doing that? The quarterbacks.
Well, Von Miller won the MVP.
Yeah.
That's who they ask, and they don't like blacks at Disneyland.
I
you
thought.
said, Artie.
Welcome to Hack Race.
I'm winning.
Geno.
I've won by
That
far.
was like a Buschetti
You're like the
What?
You're like the Boston Celtics in the '60s of Hack Race.
So if they don't go to Disneyland, where do they go?
What's that? Not a water park. I'll tell you that much.
A water park in Flint, Michigan. That's what I invested in. I killed 4,000
You're
kids.
not having as much fun as me right
I
now.
killed 4,000 Piston fans. See that white governor? Yeah, my kids got lead in them. We're not here. The water has. Do you realize the level of a disaster? Flint. I can't even. It's not disgusting. They don't have water in Flint, Michigan.
I think Norway sent them water or something. Which when I heard that, I was like, I'm sure Africa's like, thanks. yeah. Get some water to
why?
Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, if Yaphet Kotto, you could see Yaphet Kotto from Norway. I'm watching Yaphet Kotto get eaten by a pink snake.
They live by that giant lake, and people in Africa are like, "Are you out of your
it
mind?"
It is unbelievable. They don't have fucking water. And I saw the governor on CNN. This is when you need Ted Koppel. Do you remember Ted Koppel interviewing Mike Dukakis about what is a liberal? Do you remember? It's so fucking funny. Or when Al Campanis says the racist thing. I'm going to give you another chance, Al. They don't have the brain capacity. Koppel's like, just come on. He was so unbelievable. Okay, Al, listen, that seems like the same rhetoric we heard in the 50s. I mean, what are you saying? I'll give you one more chance. It's the 40th anniversary of Jackie Robinson. Go. I'm just saying they can't be managers. Go on. The holy Doug. The owner of the Dodgers, that was the invented speed dial for that firing. He's like an old and ignorant that guy.
And he thinks he's explaining it like he's. Let me dumb it down.
Are you done? So what you're saying is they were okay. Would it help if they were more what about the front office? Nah, they wouldn't work in the front office either. It's an office. That is so funny. My cousin used to have a tape, Great Moments in Racism.
Stop.
Rattled all that shit
Stop
down.
it.
Yeah, like the Porter, like the Little Rascals, and it was rattled. And Charles Barkley too. We even reverse rate. But that Al Campanis, because Koppel does the same thing to Dukakis. He ruins Dukakis' whole thing because he keeps asking what a liberal is, And that was back to Bruce Willis days. Now everyone hated liberals. Schwarzenegger's killing everybody. What is a liberal? A liberal. Those eyebrows. They don't have anybody like that. CNN's all broad. It's all like Ted Koppel's secretary's not doing the interview. She's hot though. They had an opportunity to really make it funny. That governor was a rat cornered. And he's just he had nothing to say. He did nothing. He knew 8 months ago it was the reservoir was basically a lead pipe. And change the pipes. How long is that going to take? What are they going to live in the living room for a little while? Then people have to go somewhere. They have to go out of Flint, Michigan. Where are you going to go? One of the 18 neighborhoods in Detroit that's run by dogs? The mayor of a certain section of Detroit is a pit bull. That was on 60 Minutes. A Rottweiler is like the Secretary of Defense. And they're just rabid, the crackheads left, and there's the dogs all over the place. Geno, your thoughts? Remember we played the Royal Oak?
Yes.
When you just didn't care I passed out on stage?
I was there. I took a shit in your dressing room. You were very angry about
that. Was, dude, I get him like a 5-star hotel. He wasted shit at the Royal Oak Theater. Shit after Menuhin was there. No, honestly, I'm like, what happened to the hotel?
I didn't have to go then.
Yeah. Force yourself.
No, that's not healthy. You get hemorrhoids.
Order up some kale. Honestly. That's like when the kid's supposed to shit out my drugs. I see him eating mozzarella at the airport. I don't have all fucking day.
I had a bran muffin, Artie. I had a Mike Bichetti.
Let me buy a salad. Are going? 4 hours we were here the other day. That doesn't include the cleanup. That's not that job. Somebody right now, that's his job. They wake up and they go, I have to watch a chick shit out heroin. I got to clean the heroin and take it to a dealer And if a smidgen of it is missing, I get my head chopped off. And I'm stressed when I wake up. What an awful job that is. I'd rather have that job than live in Flint, Michigan right now. They don't have water. Roger Moore went back. That's his hometown. He comforted them.
Really?
Oh,
These
good.
8-year-old black kids. Who are you? He's an enormous white guy outside. He used to live here. How depressing. Oh. Remember we drove through 8 Mile going to Royal Oak, remember?
It was freaky.
Couldn't shit there?
I shit my pants there.
Mrs. Mathers?
Did you mean Michael Moore?
Yeah, Michael. What is it? What is it?
Roger
Demi?
Moore.
I said Demi Moore?
I really
I thought you meant Roger Moore.
I thought you meant fucking James Bond.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I was gonna ask.
That'd be great if Roger Moore was from Flint, Michigan. I worked on the accent. You sound like Shaggy Two Dope. They were my favorite Stern guests. The insane clown posse. Holy shit, they were so fucking funny. They came in with the fucking. They were like Detroit street kids, like the real thing. And Sal and Richard tried to put their could they put their balls on their face like behind like they do with any other guest. Right. Not down with the gay thing. Shaggy Two Dope got up, was gonna just lay out Sal. I wish he did. And I was next to him. And Howard, you gotta do that. I go, dude, I'm fucking sitting down with popcorn at this. Shaggy, what the fuck? You put your balls. Shaggy Two Dope, Violent J. They just got somebody was suing them because they had an orange soda was like Fanta was like their symbol, and at one of their rallies, a guy threw it with a giant slingshot into the crowd and hit a girl in the face, and she was in a coma. And her father was suing them. And this is how Shaggy, some fag suing us. The lawyer described it and goes, pussy, you look up when we're doing the orange soda thing. That's so funny. Did you get the program? The playbill? Real violent stuff, killing people. Commercial goes, Violent J gets up and goes, Artie, I loved your book. It really got me through some hard time. With the makeup on. I met him without the makeup. It was so weird. Because someone makeup, it's a perfect, like Yucko the Clown. Did you ever see him in real
Roger
life?
Black.
He did the creepiest thing to me. The first, I never saw it without the makeup. We're in Vegas. We're in a crowded diner at the Hard Rock at 5 a.m. I get a note from the waitress. It's Yucko. I'm in the diner without the makeup on. And it was like a Twilight Zone. I was really scared. I could go to my room. I had to go get a blowjob at the Olympic Gardens.
You didn't have to.
I've been walking out of Olympic Gardens at 9 a.m. What? What's going on?
With that winky
I got something to do tonight, right?
Winky eye.
Down 80,000. I'm asking a Puerto Rican stripper if she knows the jet score. Nah, but you owe me $8,000. Olympic Gardens was the fucking strip club in Vegas, man. OGs, baby. The world was your oyster if you were in there with $60,000 in cash in your pocket. It was a whorehouse. Come on. I think it's closed now. If it's not a whorehouse.
They ran out of stereotypes.
Yeah. Good callback.
Thank you.
What's her real name in case I meet her?
Don't
Don't leave me hanging.
I honestly don't know.
Manuel, I've heard so much.
He never introduced us.
Manuel, I know this guy. I feel like I know you. How's the campfire? So what is it listed on iTunes? What's the ranking?
I don't think it's ranked.
Well, you have a horrible plug. Are you the only comic on there?
I think they
You
do
and Ray Romano?
every episode. They have a comic come watch a movie on it.
So who's the comic?
I don't know. I can't wait to meet him.
Are you driving him there? I'm kidding. Could you pick up the comedian?
Give me a doll.
Get some milk.
Sheba Mason's gonna be on this.
I went to
week.
the.
Oh shit! By the way, that's it was the night before. You weren't there the night all the chicks came. Mindy Rickles, Don Rickles' daughter, Mindy.
Right. Sheba Mason.
Jimmy Kimmel's sister Jill and Sheba Mason, Jackie Mason's daughter, are touring. They were at the Catch Rising Star in Princeton. And by the way, who knew that was still open? I think I just had a McGriddle in the fucking drawer.
No, that was the stress.
That was stress.
I remember that.
It was there 6 months later. We didn't expect that. We didn't experiment.
Looked exactly the
on the
same.
Stern show, I said I like McGriddles, so people would bring McGriddles to gigs and throw them at me on stage. I go before how you doing tonight? I got hit with 4 McGriddles. Yeah. I'd pick them up. They wouldn't stop chanting fag until I took a bite from one of them. And then had 14 shots to kill. I put one in my pocket. I take it in the back, and there was a desk in the corner room of that green room of the Stress Factory. And Vinny's, it just was dust and stuff. And I said, "What?" I said to Florentine, "Were you there?" Yeah.
No, I was there when you unearthed it the second time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Looked exactly.
Boy, that show went downhill. So I'm kidding. So I said, what if it's going to, Florentine said, what if you put it in that drawer? I bet it's still there, McGriddle. And, I put it in there. I swear to God, it must have been 3 months later. We opened the drawer, the McGriddle was still.
It was longer than that. It was a lot longer. It was like 5 months.
But what's in a fucking McGriddle? I could have ate it.
It didn't change.
And it didn't.
It was unsettling.
It didn't.
You could still make out the. Remember, you could still make out the M on
Yeah.
the
Oh my God. It was that. What was in there? That and the resume for the comic Shang. Some headshots for Nick Cannon. First of all, he's got to change the pictures on that fucking wall in that green room. It's depressing enough. Nick Cannon making the face that made him a star. Is that how he picked up Mariah Carey?
Pete Davidson.
He's got a. And who else? Yeah, Moody, Justin McKay. Who's the Julian? What's his name? Julian
McCullough.
Okay,
Julian but that was where he started.
That's Vinny's
That's
discovery.
his baby. Yeah.
I bought Vinny a rowboat.
Robo.
I got back end and Julian McCullough. I think that was Richard Gere's name in American Gigolo. Got him. There's another Irish kid named Moody. You know Moody?
Moody McCarthy?
Yeah. And there's Shang. Moody McCarthy, yeah. The only Moody.
Not to be confused with Modi.
Could be menu. It's not Modi. A Philly audience could tell a certain thing about Modi the second he walked in. Remember? At the Electric Factory? He would take one step and they'd yell, Is he
Flimsy?
No. I mean, but is he a guy who's,
No.
He's not?
I don't think so.
Like, in other words, where jackets are, did he bring a jacket out? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, really?
He keeps it in there.
You sure? No.
I'm not sure, but it's as far as I know.
Oh.
And I don't pretend to know.
Well,
Do you know?
I got some apologies.
Could you be a little clearer on that?
Is he in or is he out?
Who?
Do you know who Modi is?
Oh yeah.
He's out?
Mordecai.
But he's
Modi.
But he's out.
I don't know.
Well, listen, no one can tell what we're talking about.
Said the guy wearing a shirt with
I don't
thumb
know.
holes.
I think
This thing we're talking about,
tell you
this
about
personality trait that he has.
He doesn't-
The people in Philadelphia would know when he took a step, and they would react to it and yell out very offensive.
It would be as though they threw a McGriddle at him and he wouldn't take a bite, if you would.
And then, but he would prove them wrong by doing a elliptical machine bit. Remember that? He was on the gym. That was his bit. That was his closer.
Barely remember.
He was in the gym. Did you ever see his act?
yeah.
Do yourself a favor. It's worth a saunter down the cellar steps. I've known William Stevenson for 14 years. I know 2 of his jokes.
You know a guy named...
You've heard him do that, right? See, that's political correctness. One of his jokes, he go. Now it's, a brother named, where you from? Denver. You know a brother named Stretch? No? He owes me $5. Okay. He's done that. He stopped doing it finally. But in the old days, a nigga named Stretch. Can't do it anymore. Even a black guy. You know a nigga named Stretch? Where you from? Phoenix? You know a nigga named Stretch? Motherfucker owes me $5. He never changed the amount or stretch. Look, I don't want to waste your time writing a new joke, but try Ed or something. $10 adjusted for inflation.
Yeah. Cost of living allowance for that
The
joke.
toll is $15. What is the toll to get in New York? Is it $15?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Does Menuhin have that?
He wrote a check.
Oh, that's right. You're back on the regular schedule.
Love you.
For the okay. Good job, brother.
See you.
Listen, if the Knicks win by 8, I'll have your money.
They have a new coach, so
Yeah.
Kurt Rambis.
Is he's coaching now?
Yes.
Interim coach.
Yeah.
They named him the interim coach.
The 6'8" Zodiac killer?
Did you? I didn't like that movie. I was frustrated.
Do you really not like that? It was a well
No,
done
I'm
film.
making fun of me. I mean, I really didn't like it. Someone's like, "Well, that's how the story ended." I'm like, I was waiting for them to catch the Zodiac killer.
That's a true story.
They never
You want to
did.
just crowbar like Titanic makes it to New York and
The boat sank. Yeah, Gene. The boat sank.
people don't understand why that's offensive to the movie Titanic. 1,500 real people died. That movie got you to give a shit about 2 of them who didn't exist. My uncle died. No, what about Leonardo DiCaprio? There's a guy named Jack Dawson who people think's Leonardo DiCaprio. They leave him flowers because they think it's the other guy. I'm Ed Dawson. We don't believe you. Do you know in the old days, the creepiest thing ever, they would bury people alive sometimes before they had before they would pronounce them dead before they had morticians. So they would put a string in the coffin, and like the fucking guys who worked in the cemetery would have to hear the bell. You wake up in the coffin and there were some guys who woke up like 9 times, like the Otis the drunk. Can you imagine that's a familiar thing to you? Oh Christ, am I fucking buried alive?
You gotta hold off on
It
this
is
joke.
not again. This is very embarrassing. The wife is like, were you buried alive again, Ed? What if you get guys who don't pay attention? The fucking cemetery guys, they're not efficient people. They're not like doctors. Come on, guys. I've been ringing this for hours. You're mad I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. Look at the.
Why do you paint that
Look at the
picture?
contempt. In his brain, he's like, this motherfucker, he's nothing.
Why do you say
He's
that?
just got nothing.
Why are you like that?
He's just a fucking.
Why do you get like that when
it's
I'm
the goddamn Emperor's New Clothes?
I'm sitting here enjoying it and you just turn on me?
Fucking
Why are
Emperor's
you
New
like
Clothes.
that?
I live with 3 guys who are funnier.
And a girl.
Poor Menuhin. How many times have I talked to Stereotype about Artie? I listened, you're right. I mean, there's nothing there. Nothing at all. I mean, I know you need them for money, but you use them.
Go on.
I mean, me and Menu were talking about it at the Campfire podcast. We had to cut it out because apparently you respect him. You're a good friend. You're a good friend. But I mean, it's no wonder. He hasn't worked in years. You're his biggest guest. I mean, Dan, thank you, by the way. Dan doesn't take notes well either. All right, let's end this.
No.
You're not saying your plugs. I hate you. I hate you too.
What? No. Why are you like this to me?
Because the anger is like, I just don't like you.
I just sat here enjoying what you
No,
were
I
saying.
don't want to talk to you anymore.
No, you're going to talk to
No,
me.
I want to throw both of you off the balcony.
No. I sit here enjoying what you're saying and you turn
Didn't we
on-
have a conversation?
Yes.
Okay.
What happened?
Nothing. About you.
And what was the
What are
conversation?
your plugs?
No,
It wasn't good.
What then? What's the conversation?
All right.
You do not get up, Arthur Lange.
I hit a bottle of Cavassier.
You do. You do not get up, Arthur Lange.
At some point, tell him to leave.
I'll be closing LOL twice tonight.
I just wanted to say LOL.
I'll be doing the Netflix Campfire podcast with Menuhin Hart.
Man, Artie should be playing LOL.
I'll be doing.
Stereotype, just saying that.
I'm lining up my.
Artie laughing at LOL. What's a big shot?
I'm lining up
What,
my.
you play Carnegie Hall? He did.
I'll be lining up my LA dates in the next couple of weeks.
What, did he overpay you? Yeah.
You can see me at the Ice House in Pasadena the last weekend in March.
That's a real club.
When I go out to LA, they have me full. Last time I was in LA, I was with you, so they think I'm still a big star.
Did they change the LOL house?
What's I'm doing the LOL Ice House.
Wow, really?
No.
You're not booking a club like that.
No, I do the Ice House, though, when I go out to LA.
do?
Yes. I got it with Jay when I went out with you and we did Nokia.
You don't close.
What's that?
You don't close.
It's just spots.
You
It's
did Nokia. That's right. You were right on top of the Johns.
ugh. Yeah, your boy. You know he was on the Tonight Show? Artie? Sir? Are we done?
Just give your plugs. Get out.
He can stay if you want.
I gotta get to the Netflix podcast.
I went to their website.
Look how sad Dan looks. It's insane.
I'm not sad.
You're so sad.
You should sit down. You should sit down and close this podcast out. It's
Two
your
week-
goddamn podcast.
Two
We're
podcasts.
gonna cut everything. We're not gonna air this episode.
2 podcasts ago was.
You will.
If you fucking talk, if you talk a certain amount, it's like going over a limit. It's like a leak in 3 Mile Island. Shit comedy.
What were you saying, Dave?
2 podcasts on that. The Netflix thing was Chris Cotton talking about Jaws.
You are full of
You got
shit.
big shoes to fill. On that Netflix that he's going to. Yeah, it was Chris Cotton was talking about Jaws.
Campfire you was talking about?
Yeah.
Really?
You coming with Artie or what?
I apologize. I guess Chris Cotton saves the gold for somehow.
Are we gonna do a field trip to go see Chris Cotton?
Well, let's start with the fact that I never want to see you again.
Okay. Well then,
Although, if you see Chris Cotton, I want to know 3 weeks in advance, so I'm not there.
and this is my last podcast then because
You know what? I didn't realize what a fucking Godfather reference. Sorry, I didn't fucking.
I missed the Godfather reference.
Quote Lethal Weapon 4.
If you see our mother in advance. He says that to
How do you
Fredo.
know it?
I don't remember.
Also, Dan's not standing.
I don't remember that line. It's like what is it?
You win the black microphone, by the way.
Michael says to Fredo, if you see our mother in advance, I want to know 3 weeks ahead of time.
Oh, when he says I don't want to
Right,
see you
right,
anymore and don't let anything happen until my mother dies. Yeah, you're right. All right, well, just follow me on
You win the black microphone.
whatever. Just follow me at GenoVisconti.com. This is my last podcast, apparently.
It's the same color as Geno's hair.
I don't dye my hair.
You don't dye your hair. Yes, you do.
I've never dyed my hair.
Yes, you do.
I don't dye my hair. Look, you can see the gray. I just put gel in it for that audition.
Gel. How do you afford gel?
I wrote them a check at the Dwayne Reed. Oh, wait, hey, here he comes.
I actually think this is good enough to walk back. This is so awkward. Manuel, do you have one more, a little more gel? The stereotype user? It doesn't matter. I can't tell if it's a girl. I just need one more. Dude, I know I owe you a lot of gel. Well, I owe you like, no, it's that much. Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, I did do that. I did LOL twice that night. Well, I'll bring it in a napkin or something. I don't need to take the bottle. I just need some gel. I got an appearance. The Ice House. Sure, I play it. What do you mean? Well, I don't understand what that means, Emmanuel. Where's this hostility? Stereotype, I know she uses a gel sometimes. But I know it's that Asian hair gel. Will it work on hair dye? Dude, don't be like that. We're boys. I mean guys. I mean boys. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. Come on. Dude, you're not giving me gel because of that. I say it to Kevin all the time. Boys, guys. Funny boys. Come on, buddy. You know, I know you use my phone by mistake, and when you texted good night, it spelled out something. It's not me. I loaned my phone to David Duke. All right. Tell her I'll reimburse. What if I bring, I promise you 2 a.m. I will have hair gel. No, because the MC at LOL has it. I can't ask him again. There's a way I can get it. I can't do it. Not again. I can't ask my cousin again. He doesn't. When I pick up the phone, it's like, hello, hair gel store. I'm not made of hair gel. Aunt Olga's old. She doesn't use it. Never heard of it. She marched with Dr. King. Give it a plug. I thought it was sort of worth it to come back.
I enjoyed it. GenoBiscotti.com.